I've just bought this £320,000 house from Amazon FBA, and I bought it in cash. No landlord, no mortgage, no debt. Just a 300 grand house, and it's 100% mine. So I moved into this beautiful one bedroom flat back in 2021 in August. This is the kitchen area. This is where my desk used to be. So I used to have my kind of monitor set up and everything in that corner. Then here is my living room with this beautiful sofa that I got from a charity shop for about 100 quid and pretty much everything else that I got super cheap. And then let me give you a little tour. So in here we've got this bathroom, which if I flip the camera around, this is what I'm working with. It's all right. There's no windows or anything. It's a little bit, you know, not even separate taps, no mixer taps. Shower's a bit fucked. The door doesn't really close properly. This was my bedroom. Obviously bed over there. It's got some random washing and stuff. Got a little cupboard here. Definitely not the kind of place that you'd probably expect me to live when I'm talking about, oh yeah, I'm making 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand a month in profit, and I'm living somewhere like this. You know, no hate on this flat. It's been amazing for the past few years. And when I first moved here back in 2021, I felt like I'd made it. I was the king of the castle. I was like, oh my God, I've moved out of my parents' house into a flat of my own that I owned outright as well, because I bought it with money from a previous business that I run. And I was just over the moon. But as I started Amazon, I started to realize the limitations of this place, namely just the size of it. Because it's obviously a one bedroom flat, I'm working in the same room that my kitchen is and my living room is and everything else. And especially when I was self-prepping the stock that I was buying from Amazon, it meant having to kind of go all the way up to the top floor, because I'm on the top floor right now. Luckily there is a lift in this building, but I had to get all my stock up here, prep it all myself in this living room, along with everything else that I was kind of doing. You know, I'd be making dinner, standing on cardboard boxes and stuff like that. And over time as well, I just feel like I've outgrown the flat. I mean, there's something quite odd really about owning the car that I do, a lovely brand new BMW, and rocking up to a one bedroom flat. Like, it's a bit of a silly thing really. In my opinion, you should never have a car that is like as expensive as your house. That's just a bad financial decision. So yeah, for the past year or so, I've wanted to move out of this flat. It's taken a very long time. It was October 2024 when I first decided that I wanted to move into a bigger place. And that was when I first started looking at places and getting money together and all of that stuff. But it wasn't until about a month ago that finally I managed to get a new place purchased and saw all the money as well. I had all these issues with waiting for someone to buy the flat and that falling through. So I've been lucky enough to be able to pull enough money out of the business that I can just move into a new house, and I still own this flat. I have a tenant moving in later this week. And yeah, it's just been quite a come up, you know. I got this chair out of, I think out of just some random charity shop or something like that. You know, this is all just the cheapest stuff I could possibly buy at the time. Because when I first moved into this place, I started going to uni, and I had thought that this flat was going to be my kind of long-term place I'd be living, but also that the money that I had now was just the money I was going to have forever. Basically, my plan was to go uni, get a 9 to 5, and I had to make the money that I had last as long as I possibly could. So I just cheaped out on absolutely everything, including the flat really. But yeah, this is where the magic has happened. In that corner over there where my desk used to be, that is where I made in excess of £500,000 from Amazon. Well, probably a bit more than that, more like £600,000 from Amazon FBA. And being here now, seeing it so empty, it's weird. It is weird seeing it. Obviously for quite a while it's had all my stuff in here, but I can't say I'm not happy that I've moved. I think I've definitely made the right decision. Literally from the first day that I started making money online, it was always to move out and have my own place and just be financially free. It was never about, oh, I want a Lamborghini or designer clothes or anything like that. It was just financial freedom. And I think the ultimate kind of way of becoming financially free is not having to have mortgage payments hanging over you, not having to have rent payments hanging over you. Like, I've grown up and I've seen so many people just struggling because they're always thinking about, oh, how am I gonna, you know, pay for rent? How am I gonna pay for my mortgage at the end of the month? And I always knew that I didn't want that. I thought that was just a terrible way to live. It seemed like a broken system. I mean, it is a broken system. And I thought the best way that I can escape that is if I just have my own place. No one can ever take that away from me. It's always gonna be my own place, you know? But yeah, that has been pretty much my target from the beginning. And buying that flat that you just saw was kind of the first step in that. But the problem is, flats, they're leasehold. So you still owe service charge each month. It's about 125 quid a month for that flat, which is a bit of a scam really. And also leases expire, you know, I've only got 100 or so years left on the flat, which may sound like a lot, and sure, I'm probably not going to live longer than that. But in terms of resellability and just, you know, that having that monthly payment more than anything, you know, I'd always have to, if I lived in that flat for the rest of my life, I'd always need to make that 125 quid a month payment. And for me, that was definitely a step in the right direction. That's a lot less than rent or a mortgage, but I wasn't fully there yet. It was like almost like a checkpoint. And the real main objective of life really, and my business or whatever, was to get a house that I owned fully, no service charges, no ground rent, nothing like that, just a proper freehold property that was mine. And this house that I've just been fortunate enough to move into is exactly that really. So I'm just on my way to the house now. It's a little bit further away than my flat. It's like an hour's drive. But when we get there, I shall show you around. And here is my new house. So I'll give you guys a little quick tour. So this is the entrance hall. Please mind the mess, right? I'm obviously still in the process of moving all my shit over here. But here is the entrance hall. A nice little shoe cupboard over here. Take you into the living room. So I've got my TV up on the wall. Got my lovely makeshift lampshades. Working on that. It's where the cats like to hang out, as you might be able to tell by all the cat related stuff over here. But yeah, this sofa, absolutely fucking awesome. And my old flat, I used to have a terrible sofa, as you've probably seen earlier in this video. Very, very happy about this. Then into the kitchen slash dining room. So there's my garden out there. It's pretty decent. It's my garage over there as well. This is, yeah, just kind of random junk. These are chairs, but the rest of them is outside waiting to be washed. Got my little kind of robot dude. Best purchase ever, to be honest. Definitely recommend these. And then to my lovely kitchen. So I think this house actually got refurbished like shortly before I bought it, because it's all pretty new. I've just installed that, if you couldn't tell by it being a kind of the odd one out, but not properly installed yet. And yeah, let me take you upstairs. So this wire is just my Ethernet cable up to my office, because I haven't yet had it put into the walls, but yeah, work in progress as well. Here is my bathroom. Hello, hello. Yeah. Nice little upgrade from my old place, much nicer looking. Actually get daylight in here as well, which is awesome. This is my bed, brand new mattress, hence the old one over here. And I'm sure in this drawer, there'll be some little furry friends. Hey guys, sorry to wake you up. They do just love snoozing in here. I'll leave them be for the time being. And then over here, if we follow this cable, is my office. Kind of my favorite room of the house. Please mind the mess, as I said. But this is my kind of work in progress setup. Beautiful setup. I'm gonna have the monitors mounted like on the wall and have way nicer cable management than what's going on right now. And that is obviously just the front of the house, but I can't show you that. So yeah, super awesome. I mean, having my own office space has been something I've wanted for quite a while, considering I work from home. So I'm in here like most days working, and to just have to have done it in my living room, in my kitchen, like it meant that if anyone else was over, like my girlfriend or whatever, it would just be impossible to focus pretty much, because it just wasn't my own space. While in here I've got a whole room all to myself. Probably will repaint this wall. I don't really think pink is my colour, but yeah, it is awesome. Can't really ask for more than this. And then in here I've got another spare bedroom. Can't really show you too much of what's on the floor because it's more Amazon stock, but yeah, cool little place. But yeah, this is where I currently am living, which is absolutely awesome. I mean, to be able to go from a 1-bed flat to this, a 3-bed house, all to myself and my girlfriend and the kittens, but to go from such a small space to this is amazing. Literally just as simple as having like a huge sofa like this to sit on when I'm relaxing in the evening, and a driveway out front so I can charge my car, and a garage to put kind of odds and bits in or whatever, a garden to go and relax in. Like, it's just amazing. I'm so over the moon with this place. Look, I've even got a little log burner, so when it gets a little bit colder, I can chuck some wood in there and heat up the place nicely. But yeah, I mean, this is it. I feel like everything I've been doing over the past 8+ years now has been leading up to this moment. You know, even when I first started making money online when I was like 14 years old, I always knew that I wanted to get money and move out and have a nice house. And no one could take it off me, you know, it's mortgage free. No matter what happens with Amazon or any other business ventures that I have, even if I somehow lost it all, I would still always have this house. And that's kind of the point really of, you know, people ask me like, oh Felix, why did you buy up front? Why don't you just take a mortgage and then reinvest the money into Amazon or something else? But that's kind of not the point of me buying this place. Me buying this place is me cashing out. It's me going, all right, I've made a fuck ton of money from something. I want a safe place to put a chunk of it. And you know, I don't do savings accounts. I think they're kind of BS, but I do property. So this is my mindset really. You know, this house is a storage of a decent chunk of my wealth. I've got enough still in Amazon and still in other businesses and whatever else that is still turning over and making money. You know, I don't have to worry about that. I'm still going to do Amazon. I'm still confident in Amazon, but it's just kind of a safe place to pull out a few $100,000. And it just means I have a roof over my head. No matter what mistakes I make in the future going forward with business, no matter what happens, I'll always have this. And it's crazy as well, the fact that my Amazon store is making about 30 grand a month in profit. To buy a house for a little over 300K, it's only about a year's worth of kind of profit, really, which is such a crazy sentence because really that's how it should be. You know, it should be that you work for a year or so and you can afford to buy a house, but you know, the world doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. So I'm so grateful to be in a position where that is actually my reality. Now that said, there are definitely some negatives to doing it this way. My Amazon business has taken a bit of a hit. In fact, I just recently did a video on my kind of worst Amazon FBA month ever. So if you've not checked that out, go check it because it kind of explains a little bit about kind of my stats and how I'm doing in the business after pulling out so much money. But it's fine because at the end of the day, it's just numbers on the screen. You know, I'm not doing this for numbers on the screen. I'm doing this for real tangible assets like this house. So I don't care if my results go down a little bit or whatever. I'm slightly dethroned as kind of the biggest arbitrage seller in the UK or whatever. I'm cool with that because this place is what it was all for. I definitely am going to have a nice rebound in quarter 4 though, coming up to the best time of the year in sales. I mean, it's quarter 4 now. What am I talking about? It's quarter 4 now. Sales are already going really well. I've definitely seen an uptick in sales since the start of the month, and it's only going to increase until like mid-December. Mid-December is when it starts to fall off because that's when everyone's already bought their Christmas presents, except from the super last minute people. As for what next, I really don't know because this is kind of, you know, this is the pinnacle. So I thought really. I mean, I don't know. What am I going to buy next? I guess the long-term goal is either a big mansion in the countryside in the UK, or not necessarily a mansion as such, just like a 4-bed house on like a load of land. Like I want acres. Wouldn't mind having a racetrack in my garden like Mark McCann. If you know that guy off YouTube, amazing, beautiful house. I'd love a place like that. That said though, the UK, is it the best place for me? I don't know. I'm really eyeing up Cyprus. I just went there about a month ago. Absolutely loved it. Super sunny weather, loads of cute cats everywhere. And if you buy a house there, there are loads of tax benefits and residency benefits and whatever. And I could even get a Cypriot passport, which would be really cool. So that's something I'll probably iron up in the future. Probably more likely that than another house in the UK. But the plan is to not ever have to sell this house. I want to keep this house for as long as I possibly can. If I'm not living here, I'm planning to rent it out to someone. And I think that's a good way to do things. If I can just kind of keep pulling out money every now and then to put into a property, a more kind of sound asset that's going to keep appreciating over time. I think that's the best play for kind of long-term wealth. Honestly, it still just feels so surreal that I've actually been able to buy a house over 300 grand just from selling other people's branded products on Amazon. And before anyone starts Amazon FBA, they do think it's just too good to be true. And honestly, I did used to be the same. But 3 years later, I've got a 70 grand BMW on the driveway, a 300 grand house. I travel every single month to like 5-star resorts all over the world. Amazon is definitely the best business model that you can start right now in 2025. So if you want to learn how to start and scale your Amazon FBA business, then head down below, click the top link at the video description, and you'll be able to book in a free strategy call with me. Finally, make sure to like and subscribe if you found this video interesting, and click up here where you can watch my video where I'm going to be talking more about how I was actually able to take the money out of my business to buy this house without being hit with a huge amount of taxes.